Today on Public Eye News, Fox Motors helps UPaws and Bay College saves students close to $1 million.
Later in the show, Max Stevens will have your weather and Caleb Rydell will have your sports. Hi, I'm Alexis Ham.
And I'm Caleb Rydell. Welcome to Public Eye News. The Upper Peninsula Animal Welfare Shelter partnered with Fox Motors and Subaru to get people to adopt animals from UPaws, holding an event called the Find a Friend with Fox from 2 to 6 p.m. yesterday. All adoption fees were covered by Fox Motors. Fox Motors said they were happy to partner with UPaws, and they were all excited to help get animals into safe and happy homes. Subaru also helped with the donations for the month as they celebrate their own love for animals this month. UPaws recently saw an increase in animals that were taken into the shelter, mostly cats, so they were excited for this event. And a home in Sands Township has a woman dead. Saturday morning, emergency crews arrived at the mobile home of 67-year-old Judith Germain, and attempts to get inside the mobile home were thwarted by the flames. The fire destroyed the entire trailer and killed the woman. Germain owned a dog which is currently missing and may have perished in the fire as well. Firefighters have put out the fire completely and neighbors are now safe from the blaze. No foul play is suspected and next of kin has been notified.
And last night, a Spur Township home was substantially affected by a fire at 7:39 p.m. The Champion Township Fire Department and the Michigami Spur Fire Department responded to a house fire at 25639 Nelson Street. Luckily, the fire had not delocalized from within the home, and EMS responders confirmed the family and pets escaped with no injuries. The cause of the fire is yet to be determined, but it was found that smoke had dispersed throughout all floors of the house. And Badenoch College in Escanaba, Michigan has saved their students nearly $1 million on textbooks since 2016. This is due to the Open Educational Resources Program, which allows students to access their textbooks as PDFs for free online. Having this option has saved the students utilizing the program $100 on average, which is a notable amount for a community college. Utilization of the Open Educational Resources became possible by Badenoch College in 2016 when they received a $100,000 grant from Achieving the Dream, a non-governmental organization that aims to aid in the success of students in higher education. For more information on the Open Educational Resources, be sure to visit Badenoch College website.
The Chicago teacher strike may be coming to an end as thousands of teachers are still on the streets. Fighting for increased incomes and small class sizes, the unions have formed a tentative deal with city officials after unions met with Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot. Lightfoot has compromised on all issues brought up and given a lot to the unions, but is putting her foot down on the last issue that has been brought up. Unions are asking the mayor to give back the school days that were lost due to the strike, and the mayor is refusing to budge. After schools in the Chicago area have been canceled for 11 days due to the strike, the mayor is saying that the unions never brought up the make-up days during their meeting, and this additional request is insulting to the process. To make up the days would require cutting into winter and spring break. The strike looks like it will continue until one side gives in. And a new automaker merger will create the world's fourth largest automaker. Fiat Chrysler and PSA Peugeot agreed Thursday to merge together in an effort to get involved in electric cars and driverless technology and compete with larger brands, as Fiat Chrysler has a big market in the U.S. where it makes up 2/3 of its profit, and Peugeot is the second biggest automaker in Europe. The merged company will be working on vehicles that can pass new emission limits and expand their reach to China. Now able to pool resources and work on the new innovations sweeping the auto industry, and companies hope to increase profits significantly in this time. The new company will be worth $50 billion and after fully merged, and it will produce about 8.7 million cars a year. And after this break, we'll be back with your national and international news. Stay tuned.
I've been around the world, but there's one place I keep coming back to. On this UTR, it's a State Park Spectacular, where we show you a cool chair that makes fun possible for all, an outdoorpreneur who serves up great burgers, and some talented folks who turn parks into art. We'll even take you to a tasty trail-to-table dinner. This isn't under the radar. You just gotta see.
Tonight at 9:30, Friday at 5 p.m., and Saturday night at 10:30.
Welcome back. Changes in land ownership have begun in the Ukraine with the shift of a new president. Newly appointed President Volodymyr Zelensky plans to open up the land market and make it available to sell. Currently, Ukraine is one of the #1 grain exporters in the world. With nearly 7 million people in the country sharing the land, the prospect of having it available for sale is not completely supported. Recent fighting with Russia has many worried that their land could be bought up. Even with the worry, Zelensky, economists, and international financial institutions assure this won't be an issue. Senior analyst Natalia Shagaska at Dragon Capital stated, quote, "There's little to worry about Russians. They have shown scant interest in investing in Ukrainian agriculture, and in any case, their participation would be restricted under the proposed legislation," unquote. And 2 more fast-moving wildfires broke out overnight in Southern California, fueled by powerful Santa Ana winds. At least 6 homes have been destroyed. Chris Martinez reports from San Bernardino.
Flames sent smoke into the sky Thursday morning as California struggles with another day of wildfires.
This fire moves so fast and continues to have the potential to move so quickly.
Overnight, fire engulfed this home in San Bernardino as neighbors looked on.
I managed to put the hillside out around my backyard and keep my house from burning. I mean, I feel bad that others weren't able to do that, you know.
A mandatory evacuation order was in effect, but some residents refused to leave.
That's kind of the only reason we stayed, my son and my brother and I, just to fight it if this house ignited. And we did get the palm trees out, but once the roof caught on fire, it was just too much to control.
The hillside fire in San Bernardino is one of 2 new wildfires that exploded last night in Southern California.
It's getting busy.
Oh my gosh, is it getting busy? You guys.
Fueled by powerful Santa Ana winds. Firefighters from different parts of California have been called in to help.
We're leapfrogging around, just trying to address as much as we can to try to keep it in check.
This is one of a number of homes the hillside fire tore through overnight, and you can see firefighters are still positioned throughout this neighborhood in case the fire flares up again. The new fires come a day after a wildfire in Simi Valley came dangerously close to the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library. The National Weather Service says the red flag conditions that sparked all these fires remain through this evening. Chris Martinez, CBS News, San Bernardino, California.
A fire rolled through eastern Pakistan on a train, killing missionaries and others. The conductor of the train stated that the brakes worked perfectly and the train rolled to a stop after 3 minutes after signs that the fire was seen. This is contradictory to witnesses and train riders who said the train did not stop until 20 minutes of the train being on fire. Caused by stoves on the train catching fire and exploding, several of the train cars were badly burned and many died aboard the train. Many of the passengers jumped from the speeding train to get away from the blaze. 74 people total died from the fire, either from jumping from the train or the fire, and officials will continue to investigate the incident. And the House of Representatives is taking a first formal vote on the impeachment process. Nicole Killian has more details from Capitol Hill.
The resolution is adopted without objection. The motion to reconsider is laid upon the table.
The House has passed a resolution laying out the ground rules for the impeachment process going forward.
What is at stake in all of this is nothing less than our democracy.
The resolution calls for open hearings and allows the president's legal team to question witnesses, but Democrats can strip that right if President Trump does not cooperate with the investigation. The White House says the process is already tainted because of the closed-door hearings underway.
Why have some of this in secret and then just come out and selectively leak? No, they can't do anything that would make this investigation legitimate.
Congressional investigators continue to question witnesses behind closed doors. Today, they're talking to the president's top Russia advisor who just stepped down from his White House job. Tim Morrison arrived on Capitol Hill early this morning. Bill Taylor, the top diplomat in Ukraine, testified last week that it was Morrison who warned him the president doesn't want to provide any military assistance at all to Ukraine. Taylor said he found that extremely troubling. Democrats say they now want to hear from former National Security Advisor John Bolton. His lawyer tells CBS News he will not come voluntarily, but he may comply if subpoenaed. Nicole Killian, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
And after the break, we'll have your weather and sports.
many girls choose to do this. It isn't an easy path. This is our journey to becoming women.
Friday night at 11:30 on WNMU TV.
Welcome back and happy Halloween. I'm Max Stevens, better known today as Ash Ketchum. Going to be taking you through your weather forecast for today. As you can see behind me on the NMU campus, it is a gloomy and kind of cold Halloween afternoon, but we're getting through it. Taking a look now at our current conditions. Right now, overcast skies with a temperature of 33 degrees, winds coming from the north at 18 miles per hour, and a barometric pressure of 29.95 inches and falling. Tonight, we'll see some partly cloudy skies with a low hovering around 27, winds coming out of the northwest at about 20 miles an hour. Tomorrow, we'll see mostly cloudy skies once again with a high around 42 degrees and winds coming out of the southwest at about 20 miles per hour. Let's take a look now around the UP. Cloudy everywhere today. 38 degrees and overcast up in Sault Ste. Marie, 35 and snowing down in Manistee. They're getting some snow down there. Escanaba is at 35 and cloudy, and 35 and cloudy down in Menominee. Taking a look now over at the western half of the UP. Iron Mountain is at 31 and cloudy, 27 and overcast over in Ironwood, 31 degrees and cloudy up in Houghton, and back here in Marquette, 33 degrees with some overcast. Now let's take a look at your week ahead. Coming up on Saturday, we got a high of 39, a low of 29, and mostly cloudy skies. On Sunday, a high of 44, a low of 31 as the clouds begin to part a little bit with some partly cloudy skies. Monday, a high of 43, a low of 33 with the potential for some rain-snow mix. Well, Caleb, I've had a busy past 22 years trying to be the best like no one ever was, and I hear NMU Athletics is a busy weekend coming up.
Definitely. Starting this Friday, things are going to be heating up. The Northern Michigan Wildcats are looking at an active weekend starting tomorrow. Games all night long for the Wildcats as things kick off at 1 p.m. with the men's soccer team taking on Davenport at home. They will be followed by the women's soccer team, who starts their game at 3:30 at Purdue Northwest. The Wildcat swim and dive team will be hopping into the pool at 5 p.m. in Grand Valley tomorrow, taking on the Lakers. And for our hockey fans, they are sure to be pumped as the men's hockey team takes to the ice tomorrow at 7 against Alabama Huntsville. Starting a 6-game stretch that of only home games and hoping to warm up the ice for the coming games, the Wildcats are looking to continue their current 3-game win streak through the weekend. And the World Series has come to an end after having played all 7 games, and the Washington Nationals have won. After winning games 1 and 2, the Astros came back to win 3 in a row and are giving the Nationals a run for their money. The Nationals took Game 6, tying up the series and evening the playing field, a run in the 2nd inning and 1 in the 5th inning. The Astros were on the path to win the series. However, the Nationals found their groove in the 7th inning, taking the lead with 3 runs and grabbing 3 more by the end of the 9th. The Nationals won the series with a 6-2 win, awarded the Commissioner's Trophy by the Commissioner of Baseball himself, Rob Manfred. The Nationals took their very first World Series win. And Week 9 of the NFL kicks off tonight with a matchup against the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. The currently undefeated 49ers have a record that says they are favored to beat the Cardinals, who have a 3-4-1 record. Week 9 continues this week, and as Saturday, the Vikings are taking on the Chiefs. The Packers facing off against the Chargers. The Lions match up with the Raiders, and tonight's game is set for kickoff at 8:20 p.m. So that's all the time we have for you today on this Halloween. We hope you have a good day, a safe night, and have a good one, and we'll see you tomorrow.
The preceding program was produced in studios located in the Edgar L. Hardin Learning Resources Center by WNMU TV, Northern Michigan University Public Television.